Hey folks, Simon here, and I thought I'd do a quick video just to document what I've been doing in my training over March. It's been a really good training month, even though the weather back in the UK has been a little bit testing, you could say. But you've probably guessed that I'm not in Devon this week, and I'm actually in Mallorca, and the weather's not been the greatest here for the first week that I've been here, but has definitely got better. Oh, hang on a minute, I can't do this video here. I'm not going to do that, so let's do this. That's better. So, March has been a pretty good month in the fact that I've done about 870 miles on the bike, and I had a nice build. So started off with 250 miles on the first week in March, and then the weather changed, so I only really managed to get about 230 in the next week. And the week after that, I got a nice big block of 270 miles out of training. And all three of those weeks, I managed to get hill reps in each week. So my hill reps have been slightly different this time round. So I wanted to put in some hard efforts before I went into Mallorca. And normally I do 3 to 4, 8 minutes consistently hard, which is good training, but I wanted to switch that up a bit. So I've been doing 4 times 2 minutes, like properly into the red, with nearly 5-minute recovery in between. And those 4 times 2 minutes were up a gradient of around about 10 to 12%, as hard as I can go, so literally eyes bleeding. Then after that, I've been doing 2 times 8 minutes up the usual hill, and that's definitely worked. Definitely feel like I'm stronger and I'm holding more power. Training and bike in March has been pretty good. I'm really happy with where that's been, and it's kind of made up for the first week in Mallorca, which has been really poor. I've never experienced anything like it. It just rained and it was cold. It felt like I was back in the UK. Anyhow, not today. The sun's come out and I'm getting some extra volume in after taking the group round on about a 56-mile ride. So I'm heading up from Porta up to the lighthouse and then back, which is always, I think, quite a cool little route anyway. Let's talk about strength training, because the one thing I wanted to do was try and get my deadlift for 6 lifts, lifting about 4 to 5 reps up to about 120. Now, I didn't quite achieve that. I hit 115, and I knew that if I wanted to go a little bit heavier than that, there was just too much. I was going to injure myself, and just for the sake of the YouTube channel to say, oh, I hit 120, just makes no sense. That's ego lifting, and it's how people get broken. My deadlift this year is pretty much 115 for 5 to 6 lifts and 5 to 6 repetitions. I'm really happy with that. Just shows that I've got nice and strong, and that's definitely showing in my hill climbing ability. Let's talk about my weight, because this is the thing I've been working on this year. And last year I got pretty light pretty quick, and this year just really didn't have the mentality to do that. So I've been working on it, and I've been very conscientious about the food that I've been eating. But I've managed to get myself down to just under 67 kg, and do you know what? I'm happy with that. I feel strong, healthy, and I look pretty lean. I'm carrying a little bit more body fat than I care to like, but that, if I'm really honest, that's vanity over performance. And I think that's fair enough to say. I'd love to get like a full 8-pack back. I think having a 4-pack to close to a 6-pack is fine by me. The most important thing and it's the one thing I talk about with the athletes that I coach, is if you're eating well, you're looking lean and you're performing well and consistently performing well, then scrubbing off an extra percentage of body fat could be the difference between not performing well, not sleeping well, and feeling really crap about yourself. Being super lean does not always equate to looking and feeling super healthy. And I think that's really important to get across. You see all these people on Instagram and social media, all these influencers who are six-pack ready and looking amazing. In reality, they're probably taking something to get there. And if they're not, they probably feel like dog shit half the time. I know this because I've done a bodybuilding competition and I got down to 4% body fat, and I felt horrendous doing that, like beyond horrendous. However, I looked flipping amazing. I'll put a picture up of that because those are back in the days where I was hitting the gym hard, trying to look buff. Not anymore though. I'm a cyclist and I use strength to make sure that I'm strong on the bike. Anyhow, the month of March has been solid for training. I feel fit. Do I feel as fit as I wanted to? Yeah, I think so. I think people are always saying I could be fitter, and whereas that much is true, I'm just very happy with the volume and the intensity I've managed to get out over March, especially back in the UK. It's been horrendous weather, and I've managed to get out more often than not. So, feeling fit, happy to be at Mallorca, even happier that the weather's changed and it's really beautiful. So there you go, that's what I've been up to with my training. I think it's been pretty decent. Look, if you've liked this video or if you watched any of my videos in the past, hit like, hit share, and please hit subscribe because it helps me grow this channel. See you next week.